I beat the Sidemen GeoGuessr, and here's how I did it. First, if you do not know, the Sidemen are doing a challenge right now called Beat the Sidemen Challenge. Okay, so I already completed this. That's the whole point of the video, is that I already beat the Sidemen, but I'm pretty average when it comes to GeoGuessr. I'm level 16. So if there's somebody else that likes the Sidemen and wants to say, hey, I don't play too much GeoGuessr, but I want to try and get in to be one of the 5 lucky winners, which get 2 tickets to the finals, up to $1,000 in travel and accommodation reimbursement, a chance to meet some of the Sidemen, or 1 grand prize winner is to join the Sidemen live on stage, complete together in a team duel against a mystery opponent, which I think it's going to be Rainbolt, and play a role in topping up the prize for this year's world champion. But to be able to do that, which I already submitted my form, which would be really awesome to go, but to be able to do that, you need to beat all 7 of these. Let's get into it. I feel like the best way to start this, because I don't want to just give you the answers or how to do it, because I still struggle with it, honestly, because so my answers might not even be right. But just starting off by each character and going through what are some key things to think about. It'll be useful to you. I'm not fully giving you the answers, but it is some building blocks to help you reach that challenge if you're having some trouble with it. And of course, we have KSI to start. KSI, definitely think just the most base level. It's going to be a lot more things you're familiar with. You're going to be able to move around, find a few landmarks you can look at. And let me give you a map as an example. Okay, so if we're going to think famous places immediately, then what are we looking at here? This is a place where we can see some iconic marks, right? So this is an area where we can definitely pin down what we are looking at, right? So when I was thinking of famous places, I didn't immediately think this area, but it is definitely a famous place. This is definitely going to be more what you're going to find on JJ's challenge. And look at that. We got really close. It was a famous area. I'm not going to go too much into detail, but yeah, I was not expecting that to be the first one. All right, on to the next. Bazinga's, who we got next, is very similar location-wise, but the difference for him, I don't know if you ever watched Sidemen GeoGuessr videos, he likes to press for time. Him and JJ do, actually. So he is going to click a lot faster than JJ did, so I'm going to do another famous place, but try and guess as fast as I can, and hopefully I can get it. Let's try it. All right, we got another famous place. We are booting up. Okay. Seems African with a lot of marshland. So if we're going Africa and a lot, I'm gonna go by Ghana. Do we got any famous spots by Ghana? We can go. Yeah, let's just stay there. So we weren't that far off. So for Ethan's especially, you just want to try and do a gut play. Granted, I only got 4,000 points that time, but we did look at the marshland. I did not know the exact famous place we were going to, but 4,000 is way better than a lot of scores that even I sometimes get. Not even that I sometimes get. So we'll take it and we'll go to the next one. On to one of the hardest ones that I've experienced, in my opinion, and that is Toby's. Toby's is a lot about languages for when I played it. So it was trying to distinguish those and where they come from. So let's look at a few that were pointed out when I played. Okay, so one of the 2 languages that popped up quite a bit to get familiar with is Arabic. So definitely just take a minute or 2, look up Arabic online if you're not familiar with it, because I'm not. And just at least familiarize yourself with how it looks. It could definitely be one that if you're not familiar with can throw you off. Very similar to the other one that pops up quite a bit, which is Russian. Russian, the main one I look for when it comes to Russia is D. This specific one takes me straight here, because this F right down here sometimes makes me think of the Greek alphabet, the letter phi. So, yeah. Those are two of the languages, and on to the next one. We are on to Mini Minter, or Simon. So, theirs, I actually could not get a good vibe of what their specific nature was. I didn't really have any specific issues, and I found it to be one of the easiest ones. So I would really take that to be as the most normal game of GeoGuessr that you can think of with Simon's, in my opinion. Okay, for Simon, we are just going to do a normal old game. So, I don't have any specific reason for this, but immediately, this does not look like the US, which the roads just don't look very US-like, but because the size of the cars and the trees are giving me some New Zealand vibes, I'm going to slam, let's do Southern New Zealand. Or no, Southern. You know what? It was Northern New Zealand. I didn't do that great there, but it was just kind of like a normal game. So I didn't think too much about it, which if you want to truly win, get the best score, you should probably think about it a little longer, but I wouldn't expect any specific strategy from Simon. So I would see just more of a regular game of GeoGuessr with some more difficult areas, but still the base premise. Vix Star. All right, so for Vix, I noticed when I played that I got a lot of Bangladesh, Thailand, Indonesia, things of that nature. I'm not sure if it is supposed to be specific to that, but Vix was definitely harder than a lot of the other ones besides Toby's up to this point. I think it was another language test for you, but just it was a little easier in that area for me compared to Toby's was. Okay, so we loaded into Indonesia. Some big things to keep in mind for Indonesia is for sure the language. We got a sign up here. If you want to pause the video and take a look at what the signs usually look like, maybe some key indicators, little shop here going on, then that's great. The regionally wise, I am not the greatest with Indonesia. I tried hopping around the world map for 20 minutes and it was not giving me Indonesia for some crazy reason. So I'm specifically going into here. My best guess is I don't see as many palm trees for this one, so I'm gonna go more around. Let's just go here. See, regionally I am terrible with Indonesia, but at least now you have a vision of what Indonesia looks like if you haven't been there. Yeah. So that's my average Joe guess for you. So now for Harry, or Rodashaw, W2S. His is more of a regular game of GeoGuessr, but he's going to get a lot closer, a lot more details you got to look at, things of that nature. So I'm just going to go to a regular world map and try and use my actual brain to see if we can get a above 4,000 guess, which is probably what you're going to need to beat Harry for these. Okay, so we're going to try and get 4,000 or higher. So we're in a world map. Oh my gosh, we actually just got the USA immediately. Usually would probably not be that easy country-wise. Now let's try and pin it down here. This is giving me very much Ohio. All right, we got some big fluffy trees going on here. Let's see if we can get any more indicators. Those. You know what? Call me crazy, but I might go a little more northeast than I was expecting. Let's go right at the edge of Connecticut. All right, we got in that 4,000 range. It was actually by Boston, but Connecticut was not that bad of a guess. So you definitely got to get it above 4,000 for a lot of these hairy ones. It's going to be a lot more spread out, a lot more diverse of what you're going to see. So keep your head up when you get to Harry. On to Josh. So Josh, as you can see, you can't move. So think of somebody that's as accurate or more accurate than Harry, but going solely off of not being able to move and usually not that many landmarks around. So you gotta keep in mind what kind of foliage is around, how close you are to the equator, or just some knowledge about dirt in certain areas of the world. Okay, so we have no move selected, and we are going to try and get one above 3,000 to get close to Josh. All right, this is definitely giving the Europe vibes. My mind is telling me Germany. My brain is telling me France. I mean, that's almost the same thing. Vollenham. Oh, wait. Is this Denmark? It's either Denmark or the Netherlands. Yeah, let's go Netherlands. Let's go by, like, here. There we go! We actually almost got it. See, it took my brain a little bit to get there, but that's what you've got to try and do with those ones where you can't move around. Definitely trust your gut. It's going to take some practice, but those are for sure a way to beat Josh. I don't know if that was actual words, but there is for sure a way to beat Josh as long as you work at it. So I went through each character and just gave you a little insight on what to expect. I can't tell you exactly how to win. I don't know what maps you're going to get, but hopefully that just helps you a little bit too, to see if you can submit your way for what's up for grabs. Have a great time, and I hope you can beat the Sidemen too. Have a good one, and please like and subscribe. Adios.